When you want to fool the world, tell the truth. It is the destiny of the weak to be devoured by the strong. Hounds follow those who feed them. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. Politics ruins the character. Politics is not an exact science. Politics is not a science, but an art. An appeal to fear never finds an echo in German hearts. Preventive war is like committing suicide out of fear of death. What we learn from history is that no one learns from history. The nation that has the schools has the future. He who has his thumb on the purse has the power. A conquering army on the border will not be stopped by eloquence. You can do everything with bayonets, but you are not able to sit on them. Love is blind. Friendship tries not to notice. Great men have great dogs. A journalist is a person who has mistaken their calling. Whoever speaks of Europe is wrong. It is a geographical expression. God has a special providence for fools, drunks, and the United States of America. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. People who love sausage and people who believe in justice should never watch either of them being made. People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war, or before an election. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood. The Americans are a very lucky people. They're bordered to the north and south by weak neighbors, and to the east and west by fish. Never fight with Russian. On your every stratagem they answer unpredictable stupidity. We live in a wondrous time in which the strong is weak because of his moral scruples and the weak grows strong because of his audacity. The death of Lincoln was a disaster for Christendom. A generation that has taken a beating is always followed by a generation that deals one. A really great man is known by 3 signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success. A bad plan that is well executed will yield much better results than a good plan that is poorly executed. No civilization other than that which is Christian is worth seeking or possessing. I have found that nothing so deceives your adversaries as telling them the truth. Anyone who has ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield will think hard before starting a war. With bad laws and good civil servants, it's still possible to govern. But with bad civil servants, even the best laws can't help. When a man says he approves of something in principle, it means he hasn't the slightest intention of carrying it out in practice. I have always found the word Europe on the lips of those who wanted something from others which they dared not demand in their own names. Laws are like medicine. They generally cure an evil by a lesser or a passing evil. Man cannot control the current of events. He can only float with them and steer. Be polite. Write diplomatically. Even in a declaration of war, one observes the rules of politeness. I consider even a victorious war as an evil, from which statesmanship must endeavor to spare nations. With a gentleman, I am always a gentleman and a half, and with a fraud I try to be a fraud and a half. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best. A government must not waver once it has chosen its course. It must not look to the left or right but go forward. All treaties between great states cease to be binding when they come in conflict with the struggle for existence.
If you liked this video, we have more in store for you. Support us by subscribing the channel and clicking the bell icon.
While chasing a wild boar deep in the forest, the king got separated from his guards. Lost in the forest, the king got captured and was taken as a prisoner by a cannibal tribe. He was dragged to a place where the cannibals were preparing wood to sacrifice the king by fire. The savages doused the king in oil and took him to the altar to be sacrificed. Just before the king was going to be set on fire, the high priest of the cannibals realized that the tip of the king's finger was missing.